Hit it. Ah, my little peach pit of love, how I have been waiting to tell you these. Come closer, closer, closer. Oh, not that close. I have bad halitosis. Oh, we are winning, my darling. It may not seem like it, but the leftist pendejos are squealing like stuck pigs. Oh, my little churros. Ah, yes. Come closer, closer, my little cupcake of love. Ouch! That is my ingrown toenail. Oh, Don Lemon has been arrested, my little flower petal. Will Stanson has fired from his volunteer job. And Tim Walls is... Well, Tim Walls, he's a pig. Hold me, darling. Hold me closer. Ow! That is my hernia. Oh, that hurts. Ah, my little peach pit of love. I will tell you, we are winning. We are.
And now, from a secret location outside of Hooker, Oklahoma, nestled in our DEFCON 1 priority bunker, safely ensconced hundreds of feet below the fruited plains where America grows her amber waves. Articulating profundities with humor and perspicacity seldom heard between these purple mountains' majesty, it's the Jay Thomas Show, with your humble host, Jay Thomas.
That be me, the most humblest of hosts. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with episode 2. Episode 2. Count 'em. Oh, I know it's difficult. To think we are winning, but I have proof. I have proof that we are winning. It's hard. Sometimes it's hard to think that we are winning when the GOP is just so full of well, linguini spined, and I would call them jellyfish, but jellyfish have stingers, Cece. They have stingers. They actually sting you. What? Yeah, right. And but what do we have? What do we have here in Oklahoma? We have James Langford. That's who we have. We have the guy who made a deal with the Democrats to bring in 5,000 illegal aliens a week. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was 4,999. After that, though, they really, and we had to, remember? We have to do the bipartisan bill. That was bullcrap. We didn't need a bipartisan bill. What we needed was people with, we don't need the Ken doll conservatives who have the cojones of the Ken doll, which means none. You had... Did you... I'm not going to go there. So you had Ken dolls, huh? I'm not going to ask you what you did, Cece. I don't want to know. But so why do you think that we're not winning? I will give you a couple reasons why I think we are winning. And the reason why we are winning is because of who the Democrats are. And we have to remind people every day of what the Democrats are, who the Democrats are. Remember, and I wish this was every day they had someone come out and say this. To remember, the Democrats wanted to, they supported slavery. They sought to expand slavery. They started the Civil War to protect slavery. And then after they lost the Civil War, they literally started the KKK to enforce their Jim Crow laws. That's who they are. If they really followed their cancel culture, they would cancel themselves. It wouldn't be the Democrat Party. I mean, the Rat Party is the Rat Party. They're rats. That's what they are. They're not, save our democracy. They're just so full of crap. Okay, so why are we winning? Listen to this. This is from Channel 7 News in Virginia. Nick Minnock, and this is January 30th. This is last Friday. They reported this, and I'm just going to let this play. We'll let Nick tell what's going on in Virginia. This is Virginia right after they voted.
How you doing, man?
Uh-oh. What the heck? This is Virginia right after they voted for Spamberger.
We had a big election last year in Virginia. Abigail Spamberger and Virginia Democrats won big because they... We had a big election last year in Virginia.
What is going on?
Abigail Spamberger and Virginia Democrats won big because they told voters that they would reduce the cost of living and improve affordability in the Commonwealth. But this legislative session, a lot of Virginia Democratic lawmakers have proposed over 50 new tax increases and proposals. I'll read some of them to you. They include additional local sales tax in all Virginia counties and cities, new personal property tax on electric leaf blowers and electric landscaping equipment, large employer tax, gun and ammunition tax, new income tax brackets, a delivery tax. This would hit you if you ordered things on Amazon, Uber Eats, UPS, FedEx, etc. Investment income tax, event tax, concert tax, storage facility tax, gym membership tax, dog walking tax, dog grooming tax, counseling tax, got to catch my breath, digital personal property tax, new car taxes and highway use fees, increase in the hotel tax here in Arlington, statewide speed cameras. Now, those aren't taxes, but drivers would pay fines if that went through. A dry cleaning tax, concert tax, home repair tax, and a vehicle repair tax. Now, I did reach out to Spam.
Oh, man. And they deserve, the Virginians who voted for Spamberger, they deserve every one of these taxes. Every one of them, ladies and gentlemen, and more. I'm telling you what, all these blue states, President Trump has to target them and destroy them. Have them go broke. Have them raise so many taxes that they implode from within. So that's what has to happen, and that's why we're going to win. We're going to win by letting the sleazy, skeezy Democrats be themselves. Virginia, if that's not a campaign commercial across the United States by next week, then you know that the GOP isn't serious about winning. Okay, so we have Virginia. Yeah, okay, that's a blue state, Yeah, but it counts. Believe me, because here's New York. Governor Hochul, the Wicked Witch of the East. Holy, have you ever seen what she looks like? She's really rough, man. She looks like, oof, yeesh. Anyway, so here's Hochul. Listen to this. This was February 1st. Just before poor Nancy Nancy Guthrie was kidnapped. This was February 1st in New York State. Listen to this. This latest set of regulations introduces penalties for exceeding the speed limit, the posted speed limit, by as little as 1 mile per hour. That's in effect right now. The new law is set to take effect February 1st. It's in effect. And it's in the efforts to crack down on dangerous driving habits like speeders, getting repeat offenders off the road. Why don't they just get the repeat offenders off the road? Why don't they do that? No, they have to introduce a worse law. So New York State is aiming to do so by pairing this new speed limit law with a recent overhaul of its license point system. Ooh, this should be good. making it easier for drivers to lose their license. Under the new speed limit law, drivers will be eligible to receive a speeding ticket even if they're just going 1 mile an hour over. Wow. If caught doing so, motorists risk a fine ranging from $45 to as high as $150 and 4 points on their license as a part of the. That's 4 points. You're only allowed in New York, I think, 11 or 12 points, right? And so if you have 4, you're almost for 1 mile an hour over, okay? Per official New York State government websites, drivers are even at risk of receiving up to 15 days jail time. Depending how egregious, or if you're a Republican, the offense was. These road rule changes are first outlined in Governor Kathy Hochul's Hoochie Coochie Achieving the New York Dream Agenda. That's what it's called in 2023. This is how Hochul, the Governor Hochul, achieves the New York Dream. Okay, so speaking at the launch, Hochul said New York would do the hard things, the necessary things to lift up and support New Yorkers to a clear path to realize the New York dream of not going 1 mile, going exactly 45. Wow. New York would do the hard things, huh? Yeah, okay. But that's not that bad. Listen to this. The changes are particularly significant as Hochul's agenda. What? No, I'm not. 1 mile an hour over, CC. Don't interrupt me. Okay, these changes are particularly significant as Hochul's agenda is also lowering the threshold for license suspension from 11 points, within 18 months to 10 points within 2 years. Although these changes could spell trouble for some motorists, says the article, expert traffic lawyers have key advice on how to try to plead down to certain offenses to avoid points. Okay, so now you have to pay a expert traffic lawyer. I knew a guy in Katy, Texas, and he had a van. And he had his traffic lawyer guy had on his van. And he made pretty good money, man. So they love this. You're going to have to get a lawyer, and you're going to have to go to traffic court, and or you're going to have to pay money to go to an online school, and then you're going to have to sit there and take the online test. It's the dream of New York, the New York dream. So do you understand how we can win now? Do you see? Let me see something here. I just got something on, oh no, it's not. I thought it was something on Guthrie. It's not. I'm sorry. So, you see this? It's the dream. The New York dream. The dream of every Democrat to make sure that you don't go 1 mile an hour over the speed limit. And this is why we're going to win if we handle it correctly. Don't at me, people. But these linguini-spined, just the weak GOP, Tom Tillis, Massey, James Langford, that's who we have. These people will run. They'll rush over their tail between their legs just to suck on the toes, of the Democrats. They're just toe suckers. They love them Democrats. That's who we have. We have to get rid of these people. We have to get rid of the people that, I'm sorry, continuously vote with the Democrats. Well, I have Massey in there. Massey always votes with the Democrats. I'm sorry, all you libertarians. He does. You know what Massey did? His only His only accomplishment in the House was passing the Biden, through committee, passing the Biden budget that sunk us 25% inflation over the past 4 years. That is who well, it is. It's 20. Take your phone, go to, say, $100 in 2020 and hit go, and it will come up. It will be an inflation calculator, and $124.95 or something like that today is what it would cost today to buy $100 worth of stuff 4 years ago. And that's not right, because the basket of goods that they pick out is bullshit. It's a lot more than inflation was a lot more than 25%. But that's what it is, CC. That's how you find this out. Go ahead and do that. That's simple. So, what? No, I don't see why people don't know this. And the reason why you don't know is because nobody in the frickin' White House knows how to do this. Apparently, hey, President Trump, it was over 30% in inflation over the past 4 years. Why don't you say it? Get J.D. Vance out there. Get somebody out there. The Secretary of Treasury, get him out there. That's what it is. And then when Maxine Waters, who apparently, that's who Massey goes and toe sucks. Maxine Waters, did you see her the other day? Yeah. She doesn't live in the crappy, shitty neighborhood she represents. The shitty people that she represents keep voting for her because they're shitty people. And they live in a shithole. I know, I'm swearing, I know. We haven't gone live yet. They live in a shithole that she doesn't live in. She doesn't. Nope, they don't have to. So she represents a crap hole place with a bunch of shitty people, and that's who she represents. She lives outside of that. She doesn't live there. She's smart. Well, she's that smart anyway. So, that's right. Okay, so this morning we put this thing out for Nancy Guthrie, and I was wrong. Apparently, they left I said they took the iPhone. They left the iPhone, I guess, in the house. But taking Miss Guthrie away, they separated it by 30 feet or whatever, and it just shut off. So they knew that. They had to leave both the iPhone and the watch. And they did leave the watch in a certain place, and the note outlines where they left the watch. So I was right there. And that's the thing. They were, what? Yeah, that's what they said today. And don't blame me, okay? Because if you listen to the sheriff, he doesn't. He says it was and says it wasn't. There was a white van. There was no van. It's this. It's that. There's blood here. There's no blood here. It's a jumble. It's all what? You think that's on purpose? It could be. It could be. And again, but I think with all this, with what we know, or what we think we know, it has to be somebody who knew her. Like I said, I mean, they knew that the Ring doorbell, or whatever doorbell camera it wasn't didn't have a subscription, so they didn't save any of the data. So how'd they know that? Who would know that? Like a visiting angel, not the company, but the type of people. Home health care people. I don't know. She has a brand new TPO roof, it looks like. Brand new. Anybody check out the roofers? Don't look at me. What? Just because I know what I'm talking about doesn't mean I was a roofer at one time. Yeah, I'll check them out. Skeezy people. But he didn't know. He was like, he said that there was I thought it was the way that the sheriff said it. It said that there was a picture on the doorbell camera that we can't see because the data is swiped. But then it would actually it's another camera that captured something, but it could have been the chupacabra. How do you say it? Hold on, let's see it.
Chupacabra.
Chupacabra. It could have been a chupacabra sneaking around the house or some other animal. That's what they said. So it's just the way it's been presented. The evidence has come out in such a chock-a-block fashion, and it's because of the sheriff. So I was wrong. Okay, they left the phone there too, but still, the letter says where they left the watch, and only the person that did this, or people that did this, would know that they left the watch, and by the sink or whatever, wherever they left it. So I think that they do have the right ransom note, but it's been 6 days, and we still praying. So still pray for her. What? Yeah. Yeah. I'll continue to pray. But you know what? I mean, the reason why we did this one is because of the we are winning. We are winning. I think that we are definitely winning on a lot of fronts, and we just don't know it because I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand how the White House, how the Republicans can be such a mess. Well, okay, look at Michael Johnson. He just does not look. He doesn't come out and say. Yeah, he just doesn't seem strong. He's actually been really good, but he just doesn't seem like this strong person to get out there and argue with the stupid Democrats, the rat party. So, okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's all. We are going to go live. Actually, I'm calling the people right now about the live stuff, and then we still have problems with phones, and that's what the holdup is. But, yeah. Yep. We are going live in the next 2 weeks. That's my target. Well, I've been saying this for a while. I'm not going to promise it. Go out there, tell your GOP congressman to grow a pair. All right?